Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk with you about treatment of ADHD. What are our options? Therapy, medication, and self-care strategies are just some of the many ways you can manage ADHD. Treatment for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD isn't one size fits all. You may find that different levels and types of treatment work best for your symptoms. Many doctors recommend the holistic approach. It means an approach that considers the whole person to treating ADHD in adults and children. A holistic approach to treating ADHD can include medication, nutrition, lifestyle changes, therapy, and coaching. ADHD medication can help with impulsivity, inattention, and hyperactivity. Taking these medications as prescribed by your doctor could make it easier to focus, work, and learn. But research has found that medication alone may not address every symptom of ADHD. That's because, as the common saying goes, pills don't teach you skills. While medication can be important in helping many people manage ADHD, you might still find that other approaches like lifestyle changes or therapy make all the difference in helping you manage your day. What is therapy for ADHD? Therapy can help you better understand, accept, and manage the effect of ADHD. It can also help you with other mental health conditions like depression and anxiety that often come with ADHD. Most therapies for ADHD tend to be structured, goal-oriented, skill-based, and collaborative. Some types of therapy that can help adults and kids manage ADHD symptoms include behavioral therapy, psychoeducation, and coaching and skill training. Since there are several kinds of therapy for ADHD, you may end up trying with more than one to find the best fit for you. What is behavioral therapy? Behavioral therapists help people in identify certain behaviors and learn to change them. Cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT is one popular behavioral therapy that helps people manage ADHD. In CBT, your therapist will help manage specific ADHD symptoms that are interfering with your day-to-day life. You might focus on real-life tasks that give you trouble, such as paying bills on time, or real-life situations such as being assertive at work. CBT for ADHD could support you in gaining skills like emotional regulation, managing stress, reducing impulsive reaction, time management, organizing, planning, and prioritizing, building habits that support your overall health. Sometimes CBT involves psychoeducation, which means your therapist might teach you about the symptoms of ADHD and how ADHD works in brain. What is psychoeducation? Psychoeducation can be important of therapy for ADHD because it can help you understand how ADHD works and where different behaviors come from. Psychoeducation can also help you clarify myths and untruths about ADHD and about yourself. For example, you may learn that ADHD has nothing to do with laziness and willpower, and it's not a lack of intelligence. Parents and loved ones can also benefit from psychoeducation. For example, learning accurate information about ADHD and how it affects your child can help you know what kind of support is most helpful for them. What is coaching and skills training? There are several kinds of ADHD coaching and this can vary widely. For instance, coaches may have different credentials and they could offer services in person, by phone, or over a video call. Some benefits of working with an ADHD coach includes more insight into how ADHD impacts your life, help identifying solution strategies and tools for managing ADHD that match your needs and learning style, support building social skills, insight into your natural strengths and talents and how you can use them. An ADHD coach can help you set up systems and structures that make it easier for you to manage ADHD symptoms in different areas of life. It likely be important for your coach to have a specific knowledge and training related to ADHD for you to get the most out of working with them. Now let's talk about medication for ADHD. Some common types of medication for ADHD includes stimulants, non-stimulants, and antidepressants. Finding the right medication for you can take time. It's a process of trial and error. This is why it's important to speak up for yourself and let your doctor know about your any concern you have about the medication. It's a good idea to let your doctor know whether you think your medication is working and if you're experiencing any side effects. Your doctor can help you reduce side effects or switch to a better treatment for you. Now let's talk about self-help strategies for ADHD. Whether you're working with an ADHD focused professional or not, self-help strategies may help you better manage your symptoms. Here are several ways you can incorporate self-care for ADHD into daily life. Strategy number one, investigate. The more you know about ADHD, the better equipped you're likely to take care of yourself. Reading up on ADHD and how it could affect day-to-day life for you or your child can help you develop strategies that work for you. Here are some questions you might want to ask if you haven't already. What's the latest news and research on ADHD? What causes ADHD? Where do ADHD symptoms come from? You can also read blogs written by people with ADHD and listen to ADHD related podcasts. Strategy number two, consider small changes that could make a big impact. Where we're often instructed that to be healthy, that's necessary to have a routine for everything sleep, food, exercise, you name it. In reality, even small lifestyle changes can make difference when it comes to managing your ADHD symptoms. It's definitely not necessary to change everything at once, since what works is different from person to person. This could take some trial and error. Some areas to look at when considering what lifestyle changes to make include an exercise routine that boosts your mood or help reduce stress, a routine that make quality sleep or priority, choosing food that don't make your symptoms worse. The right routines for you can help with things like planning, memory, and clear thinking. They can also help keep your energy level more stable throughout the day. Strategy number two, harness the power of technology. If you have trouble remembering plans or appointments or keeping track on time, remembering doesn't always have to be on you. Using technology to stay organized can free you up to focus on what you need to get done. For example, you might use alarms or reminders to keep you on track throughout the day. Set alarms or times to remind you when it's time to finish a task or leave the house. Keep a list of current top priorities on your phone so it's easy to access. Using tools to help you stay organized can be a great way to reduce the stress associated with running late, missing appointments, or forgetting to do something important. Channel your creativity. Creativity can help you come up with strategies and shortcuts to navigate regular challenges and make daily tasks easier to finish. For example, turning laundry or cleaning into a game. You might also set up systems and place for everything in your home. This can be key to simplifying your day and reducing stress. For instance, keeping a small basket by the door for things you need when you go out, such as your keys, wallet, and phone, could help. Lean on your social support. This might mean surrounding yourself with supporting family and friends. For someone else, it's letting loved ones know what you're going through. You can also study with a close friend working on a project. For example, you might email them after you completed a task to work for 13 minutes. What is next step? ADHD is a common mental health condition and is possible for adults and children to manage symptoms well. A variety of treatment options can help. But if you're not sure where to start, talking with your doctor is likely a good first step. You may also want to let them know how any treatments you're using right now are working. One way to do this is to keep a journal to write down any side effects or symptoms. There are also plenty of opportunities to connect with people who live with ADHD.